We're live. Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm good. But you know
Good.
what? I don't know that I have tweeted this space out yet, so I should probably
You should
do
tweet it out if
that.
you can. I
Right.
tweeted it also, but
Okay, give me a moment. I'll be right back, all right?
okay, sounds good. We're just waiting for Nick. He's going to tweet out the room so that we can have some more people join us.
All right, I'm back, but we don't have anyone else, so we can chat for a little bit. Although this is being recorded, so it'd be
Right.
helpful, right? How
Yeah,
are you doing?
I'm doing good. We had some good news for Tim. He's got, he's been in his fourth week of chemo, and his cancer markers went from 250 or 260 to 43.
Mm,
So he's only 8
that's
markers away from normal. Like
wow,
35, 0 to 35 is normal, and he's at 42.7.
wow.
So we're really excited about that. So
Yeah,
we're
that's good news
yeah,
indeed.
he gets a scan on the 18th of April.
Okay.
So we're hoping that, keeping our fingers crossed that he's doing really good on the chemo, and he's got one targeted gene therapy that he's doing. So,
Okay.
science is getting better.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's
Yeah.
really happy news. Yeah, so maybe what we can do is just go ahead and give our updates, etc., and let people watch the recording later
Sure.
because I
Sure.
don't know if enough people knew about this to join live.
Well, I did promote it yesterday, but there's a lot of stuff going on, I guess. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
but I think that the Outer Edge LA, NFTLA, went really well, and I just wanted to kind of hear about it from your perspective.
Sure. Yeah. Well, like a lot of the events we do, etc., things went right down to the wire because time is so short, so much happening,
Yeah.
and for that particular event, it was like sort of divide and conquer.
Right.
So Tal Navarro, the founder of WinWeb 3, so she worked to essentially get all the models in place and
Hmm.
get all the clothing printed, etc. Whereas myself, I basically worked on the back end and getting the online commerce part ready and getting the WinWeb 3 site essentially rebooted.
Right.
So we did that, and it came right down to the last moment when we got it done,
Right.
and it was great. And also, it was fortunate that we had already sourced the artwork previously for the foundry, at
Right.
that time when we had that. So we didn't have to go through the process of curating art, figuring out if it met technical standards and all of that. That
Right.
part was
Right.
done. So overall, it was super exciting. Obviously, um, when you bring people into the equation, it adds a level of uh, awesomeness, should I say?
Right.
Dynamism.
Right.
Uh, and it was a lot of fun to meet all these movers and shakers in Web3, including,
Right.
of course, our star celebrity Rainbow. Uh,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, and have
Yeah.
them model and to see attire, fashion with artwork from Dow's artists.
Yeah, no, and I
It was
think
it was
that the
amazing.
artists were really excited to see that. And, I kind my piece was in there too on a t-shirt, and it wasn't a single, but there were lots of great art. I mean, we have such great artists in our
Yeah,
community. It
incredible,
blows me away.
incredible indeed.
So,
Uh,
and I was hoping to bring on John today. I don't know if he's going to be able to come, but the gentleman who wrote the Dow's theme song, so to speak,
yeah,
and that he did a great job. I
he did an
listened to
amazing
it,
job.
and yeah, and so I want to, get that out there. And we've been doing a lot of stuff in the backside of things, and I think that's not been promoted enough, and I wanted to see if you could share a little bit about maybe what you're doing that people can get excited about.
Yeah, I mean, like in LA itself, we had the opportunity to meet with so many different people, and a few things coming out of there are a collaboration with
Right.
Fair.xyz, which is a new and interesting marketplace because what their model is that you essentially gamify the minting a little bit.
Mhm.
So, in other words, before you're allowed to mint, you have to have criteria that the artist provides, like you must follow me on Twitter. Because what we're missing in all these marketplaces is people buy the artist's artwork, but they don't necessarily engage with the artist, and
Right.
so that's what they want to promote. So we'll be doing a collab with them. That's
Oh,
one thing.
good.
Yeah, and then we are working on a future show. I met someone who is already collaborating with some Iranian artists here, and what we want to do is collab with Iranian artists in Iran and
Oh,
them and
nice.
create some kind of a fashion show or some event like that. We are
Right.
targeting September for that, so we just had one conversation about that so far, so
Right.
it's very early. That's another thing. Also, we are moving forward with building out the artistic platform. So
Right.
that's our primary product.
Right, and I was
And
looking forward to that. I was reading some stuff about that in some previous newsletters, and it's very exciting. And I started making notes.
yeah, I mean, so the main aspect of it is that we are implementing our DAO's sort of consignment model,
Mhm.
and we have tested it out now at the Foundry, but we use Google Forms and Google Sheets for that. Now,
Right.
what we do is implement that model in code so that it's scalable. And
Right.
so we are in the early stages of planning an exhibition
Right.
for lesser abled artists,
Right.
and
I Yep.
that discussion is ongoing. It's too early right now to share any details,
Right.
but we will most likely incorporate the consignment model in there in the artistic platform. So we'll build that out a little bit for that.
Right.
Uh, Give me 1 second here. I need to adjust the charging level. Okay, there. Um, that's another thing. Also, I met with four photographers who are doing a collab, and they triggered an idea for a new type of NFT minting model.
Mhm.
So I'm working with them to kind of implement them. The basic idea is that if you have multiple artists collaborating on a piece right now, the platforms give you a way to split the funds,
Oh,
but
nice.
they don't give you a very good way to really customize the user experience, the buyer experience.
Right.
It's basically just buy or bid,
Right.
um,
Right.
and so what these artists want to do is tell a story through their
Yes.
photos,
Yeah.
and that story could be customized. So you could change the order of the photos, you could change the audio track that goes with it, etc. So what
Right.
we're building is a mechanism by which, at the point of minting, a buyer can do all of that and hit publish, and their their vision, which is coherent with the vision of the artist, like it's bounded by that. The artists create the bounding, and within
Right.
that bounding, the buyer can tweak things a little bit, because you don't want it to be free for all, because then it's no longer the artist's vision at that point, right? It's
Right.
like free for all. So the artists create the boundaries, and the buyer chooses within those boundaries what experience they want, and then when they hit mint, that experience gets published into a video.
Right.
Uh,
That's unique,
so
and
so
that's
so
great.
the photos, yeah, the photos and the audio sort of become a video, and that is what gets minted. So each person gets, even though it's an edition, each person gets a unique one of one almost.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. No, that's
So
amazing. And no one's
yep,
doing
yep.
that. That's really
No,
unique and forward thinking.
yeah.
Well, I
So
mean, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on, and I've brought in a couple of new dreamers, and
awesome.
And,
Thank you.
we
That's
have a
great.
local arts community here, and I'm going to be sharing it with people because they really want, I mean, I think our DAO gives people an opportunity to kind of bridge the gap. So if you're new to digital and you're new to NFTs, then we're kind of softening the blow to get into it. It's
Absolutely.
easier. So they're really excited about it. So I'm going to pitch
Yeah,
them on it.
and that'll absolutely continue to be a model where we are more embracing of people who are just new to crypto.
Right.
You know, separately, in my other startup, we are about to launch something called Poet, which is a proof of experience token. And I bring
Yes.
that up right now because all the artists who participated in the exhibition so far and who will participate in other things in the DAO, we will
Right.
start handing out Poet to them.
Right.
So for example, if you create a challenge tomorrow and
Yeah.
people successfully complete the challenge, then they get a badge. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
and we will also tie tokens to that. So as things progress, people have a visual history of things that they have achieved,
Yes.
and it's verifiable. You know,
Right.
so this
Right.
would not be for like an arbitrary fun, like ridiculous. I do ridiculous Twitter challenges all the time, so it wouldn't be for that. It would be for more serious challenges
Right.
that involve the artist putting in some work.
Yeah.
Hi, Chair, I see you there.
Yep.
Good to
I
see
see
you.
him trying to get on. So,
Uh, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I've probably forgotten a whole host of things, but
well, we'll
today,
pick your brain again. Don't worry. Well,
yeah.
we
So
just want to
today
tell.
I'm trying to multitask a little bit. Hence this while I'm charging also
Yeah.
because tonight I fly out to New York and then I take a red eye to New York and then from New York to Dubai.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. Nice.
yeah. So I'm back in Dubai to meet with some galleries, meet with some investors, and
Oh,
see what we
nice.
can do on this. Yeah.
Very, very good. And, yay for that. And we're happy that you're on the ground and you have so much energy because I know I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, just you know, I am powered. I am powered by the dreams of all the artists.
Right, right. Yeah, no, I mean, seriously. And Cher Maida is here, and I want to say hello and a shout out to her. She
Yeah.
says, have a nice flight.
Yeah.
And, you know,
My airport to airport journey time is going to be a little over 23 hours.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I hope to go to Dubai one day. It's a beautiful city, and it would be great to be there in person one day. But
Yeah.
the
We,
furthest
we
I've
we'll have
gone
a
is
chai
Europe.
together. We'll have a
Huh?
chai together. We'll have a chai together.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I love
Yeah.
chai. In fact, the first time I drank chai was in Northern California in Santa Monica? I don't
Santa
remember.
Monica,
Not in Santa
Santa
Monica, but I
Santa
can't
Clara,
remember.
San Mateo.
I'll remember in a minute, but it's a real kind of a small community that has a lot of vegans. And it was
that
like
describes the entire that describes the entire Bay Area. Yeah.
that's true. But and I could have become I did become a vegetarian for probably about a year, and then I went back to eating meat. But I think I'm going to change my diet again and go to more of a veggie because we grow our
Yeah.
own veggies in the summer. So it's really easy just to eat veggies.
Yep, I'm vegetarian, and we are almost at zero buy from store vegetables. We
Oh,
grow our own
that's
things.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's a big deal. I mean, because I know I had to, we have our own garden, so
yeah.
but we're
You know,
hoping.
out of season things are the problem. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But well, Alien Boys has joined us. Hi, Alien Boy. Nice for you to come. We were just talking about some of the stuff that the Dow has in the works. Some exciting things coming up, and
yeah.
so and
So one other thing that is kind of cooking. It's very early right now. Is at NFTLA in particular, I saw that there was a huge emphasis on augmented reality.
mm-hmm,
And right now the main platform for that is one called Artweave or Archiweave. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it.
Okay.
And I think it is inaccessible to a lot of people because it costs money. I think the free tier is fine, but it doesn't have too many views or whatever. Anyway,
Right, right,
so I want to see if we can do something about that via artistic. So early days right now, but we'll figure something out.
right.
But one of the things also I forgot to bring this up is in LA I met a lot of uh, IRL artists who have not onboarded to Web3, and
Oh,
uh, some really good artists. And so
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow up with them and
Yeah.
create pathways for them to get onboarded.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely. And I'm looking to do more artist interviews and
Fantastic.
connect artists to each other that are in the DAO, and even ones that you want to onboard. So, maybe they can come on and talk about their art, and we can amplify their voices. So,
Absolutely.
and their art, and that's how we'll get out there. So,
That's
yeah,
amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
for
It's very
sure.
exciting. Very exciting. Spring is good. New things, a new garden, new artists. It'll be great.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of what else we have cooking. So I think I've covered it all. Oh yeah, Diverge Sneakers.
Oh, right.
They have provided us now templates, and we need to essentially uh, create. They provided us the PDF templates essentially of how they work of the shoes of one shoe
Right.
in particular. We're going to try to provide this with one shoe, and so now what we have to do is we have to convert those into sort of um, templates for the apps, like whether it's Illustrator or Procreate or whatever, mostly Procreate, I think.
Right.
So artists can go and put in their art and upload it and consign it. So that's going to be a big thing. We've already been invited to speak at a conference in Lisbon,
Oh,
where we might
nice.
launch that in June. But my challenge is that in June I'm also going to Japan for a few weeks. Um, and it's also my daughter's graduation is exactly on the day of the conference, and I'm not going to miss her graduation.
No, no,
So
you should not miss her
yeah,
graduation.
yeah.
That's too
So
important.
exactly, that
That's
happens.
a one in
I
a
mean,
lifetime event.
exactly, yeah. So we may have to. I may have to have a proxy, and
Right.
that's great, right? Like someone else can go and do this,
Right.
uh, and we can still have the event and have the representation because Diverge Sneakers is in Lisbon, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Yes, yes.
So it's great to have that happen in that country.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll make that happen, and their founder is very articulate, so he can probably take it on also for
Right.
the most part.
Right.
But but
Well,
yeah,
John looks like
I see
he's
John here. Hi,
yeah.
John.
Hi, John. He doesn't, let's see, I'll unmute his
John, you're
mic.
muted.
You're muted. Let's see, unmute. I'll unmute him. Oh, I can't. I tried to unmute him, but it's not working. So,
Maybe he doesn't want to be unmuted.
well, he can't talk to me if he doesn't unmute himself. But
Yeah, John, you're,
John, you're muted.
he's probably still trying to get StreamYard to work.
Yeah, I think, isn't he in Nigeria?
Yes, the bandwidth
Okay.
is not very
Yeah, I
good,
was going
so
to
that's
say
the
the
thing.
bandwidth might not be so great. Maybe we
But it's
can.
no more. It's no more than. Oh, well, he dropped off.
Yeah, he dropped
Uh,
off.
yeah, but I mean, from an audio perspective, it's no more than a Twitter Space. You
Right,
know,
right.
it's the
Yeah.
same. So
Well, and I was also thinking of maybe doing some Twitter spaces, but just kind of ad hoc like you had done before to get to see if we can get some artists in there kind of talking to each other.
that would be
So
great.
I think
Yeah,
some people are a little nervous about being on camera. They
a
have
lot of people are.
radio. They
Yeah.
like just talking or that their voices instead of being seen.
Yeah.
But
Now, I have overcome that. I mean, I have a face for radio, but I still manage to do it. So
yeah, that's what they say sometimes. But
yeah. It's also not only about. It's sometimes just about speaking. A lot of people are not very comfortable speaking in public. So one of the things I have proposed and I want to implement in a future space is where there's a planned space, people sign up for it, and what you can do is you can upload an audio recording.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what we do is we randomly pull names so that everyone has an equal shot. And if you're present, great, you speak. If you're not present, we'll play your audio recording.
Oh,
And
that's a good idea.
you know,
Well,
so
right,
people get the forum, people get the exposure that way.
right, right. He's trying to come back in, so I'm going to add him. Well, a lot of times too, and especially with people with English as their second language, they're very, self-conscious of speaking. And I always assure them that please, it doesn't matter because I'm terrible in Spanish and I don't speak Farsi.
Yeah,
So, you do a better job at English. So don't apologize for bad English anyway when you're
yeah.
communicating. So,
Jono, are you able to unmute now?
John, are you there? We'd love to talk to you and share with you. Well, hopefully he can figure it out. If not, we'll bring him back another time.
Yeah,
So,
cool. All right. Well,
yeah.
so that was my wrap.
Okay.
Thanks for. Oh, here's Mina. Let's
Oh,
pop her in.
is he there?
John is there, but Myrna is here, so we
Oh,
can add her.
Myrna. Okay. I don't see her. Oh, there
She just said
okay. Here she
in the
is.
comments. There, she goes, "Hi."
Hi.
Yeah.
Well, and
Uh,
yeah, I wanted to they won the Grand Chaco NFTs. They won the $10,000 award. Did
oh, they
you
did.
read that? Yeah.
No,
It was from
from Meta.
Meta.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
so that was very exciting. I had posted
Yeah.
that on our Twitter feed too and congratulated them because that's a major, you know,
That's huge.
a
Yeah.
huge, thing for them. I think that'll move them help move them forward anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Uh, Mina is taking notes for a Spanish. You're gonna have to rewind this feed and look at the beginning because that's where I said a lot of the updates. Mina. So
Yes.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and she said they're starting their second phase in Bolivia.
Yeah,
So,
wonderful. Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
great.
maybe we all visit Bolivia then.
Oh, I would
Uh,
love to go.
yeah.
I like to watch on YouTube. They have all the food channels of like the street foods and things from like Asia, Thailand, in South America. And we always watch them and go, okay, we need to go eat
Yeah.
in these
And
countries.
I would love to go, but Mina has explicitly said, uh, go anywhere, just don't come to Bolivia, is what she said.
Oh, really?
She said you're completely unwelcome. You're unwelcome.
Well, we'll have to
So
find another place to go and I'll meet. So,
yeah,
yeah. All right.
cool. All
Well, I
right.
think we
So
covered a
I think
lot.
I think that's a good wrap there. I'll
Yep.
go back to my Tesla is almost charged, so I can finish that up and go run the rest of my errands. I have to still I have some meetings. I still have to pack, and then and I do want to come to Georgia for sure. I want to.
Yes,
Uh,
that would be awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So uh, the I would say that in the next 12 months I'll be traveling a lot and visiting as many countries as possible. So I'll try and do that. Cool.
That's awesome. And we'll be virtually traveling with you.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, physically also, we'll try and make that happen. I
That
want
would be
people to have
awesome.
like, especially when we have like gallery exhibitions and all that, we need people on the ground, and it's not scalable for me to do it, so we need
Right.
other people to be able to do it.
Right.
And
Right.
Mina says it's a lie, but she says it's a lie about me being invited from Bolivia. So
That's great. And John
cool,
is
cool.
trying to, he's keeps trying to join, but
Oh,
I'll give him a few more minutes. If Nick, if you have to go, I can hold down the fort for a few minutes to see if John can get on.
yeah, I'm gonna hop off, but it
Okay.
was great to see you and great to catch
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, good
And
seeing you too.
I'll see you again online. Yeah.
Sounds good. Take
All
care.
right. Bye bye. See
Bye.
ya.
Hello, everybody. I'm waiting for John. Hopefully he'll be able to get on. So let me see if John will. John, your mic is muted. Are you there? Can you bring up? He dropped off again. So, hi, Myrna. Uh, I guess I just wanted to share you guys that I will be interviewing and talking to all the dreamers in the next year. I guess every week we're going to hold one of these things. So if you have some news or if you wanted some good news to share with us, then please contact me and let's get you scheduled to get on one of these live shows and promote what you're doing and amplify your work. So, and I'm doing the Nifty Dreams Twitter account. So if you can contact me that way or you can follow me. And anyway, I'm going to head out now and I don't think John's going to be able to get on. So bye guys. Good seeing everybody. Thanks for coming.